The mischievous little goblin. Once upon a time, long, long ago, so long that no one even remembers the year, there lived a tiny goblin deep in a dark forest. He wasn't a scary goblin, not really. He was mischievous. His favorite thing in the world was playing silly tricks on people. When night fell and the moon shone brightly in the sky, the little goblin would tiptoe out of his rocky cave. If the stars twinkled and the wind whispered softly, that was his signal. Time for fun. First, he would sneak into a farmer's barn. The cows would be quietly munching on hay, minding their own business. And what would the goblin do? Oh, something very naughty. He'd tie two cows' tails together in a big, tight knot. In the morning, when the farmer came to take his cows to the field, he'd scratch his head and say, "Now, how in the world did this happen?" It always took him forever to untangle them. Next, the goblin would tiptoe into the chicken coop. He'd take all the shiny brown eggs and hide them under a pile of hay. The farmer's children would come running to collect breakfast eggs and find nothing. Where did they all go? They'd cry. And then, off to town the goblin would go. He'd hide children's toys behind bushes, ring doorbells and run away giggling before anyone could catch him. "Who's there?" People would call out, but he'd already be gone, laughing in the shadows. Soon, everyone, farmers, children, townsfolk had enough of the goblin's pranks. So one wise old man stood up at the village meeting and said, "I know how to stop that naughty little goblin." He told everyone to go into their fields and bring back the biggest vegetable they could find. And guess what? The biggest ones were pumpkins, big, round, and orange. The man took his knife, cut off the top like a hat, scooped out all the gooey insides, and carved two triangle eyes, a nose, and a big, wide, smiling mouth. Then he placed a candle inside. When he lit it, the pumpkin face glowed bright and golden. "Tonight," he said, "everyone put one of these pumpkin lanterns in your window or on your porch. When the goblin comes, he'll think someone's watching him and he'll run away." So that night, all across the village, golden pumpkin faces grinned in the dark. When the mischievous goblin crept out of the forest, he spotted one of those glowing faces smiling right at him. "Oh no," he yelped, "someone's watching me." And he dashed away, tried another barn, another glowing face. "They're everywhere," he cried. He ran to town, and there, more smiling pumpkins watched him from every porch and window. Terrified, the little goblin ran as fast as his tiny legs could carry him, all the way back to his cave, and he never ever came out to play tricks again. And from that night on, people kept carving their pumpkin lanterns, just in case the little goblin ever decided to return. That's how the jack-o'-lantern tradition began.